Start recording again.
Did it record a part of it?
I don't know. I guess I should look. It's got the little cone on it.
What do you mean the cone?
That ain't good.
Thingy. It's got the cone of doom.
Oh, that's just the VLC logo.
Yeah, but normally it looks like this. So, oh well, we'll see.
Would we actually just start over?
Sure. I'm Pat.
I'm Will.
Oh, you're recording now?
Yeah, I'm recording now.
Oh, okay.
We're back
We're back.
after we're lost.
You know what? That's fine. We'll consider that a warm up. We're gonna go in. I'm just gonna go ahead and do a sort of brief recap.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just a brief recap. So what you missed out on, I would like to get caught up if you're counting this by day as sort of like a time capsule. Is
Wales.
yeah, this weekend Will is going to see the whales,
The Blue Panther.
the Blue Panther whales. I would like to see Giselle Bundchen dating a fat man, and we.
Wow, these dots are going to be fascinating. Use your imagination, folks.
No, man, because like who's a? It's like I said Rosie O'Donnell, but I don't know. Like, so for Tom Brady, that would be like if he was dating Melissa McCarthy.
I don't know who that is.
The overweight funny girl that's in tons of
Okay.
movies.
Man.
Uh,
Sorry, I got nothing.
Well, you either know or don't. It's fine.
Yeah, okay.
Will knows. That's enough
Yes.
for me. All of the audience will know. That's fine.
have you seen the girl Ghostbuster movie?
Yeah, no.
No,
I
okay.
had to watch a little bit of it. I was like, no. I know who you're talking about, though.
Okay.
Yeah, now that you've narrowed that one.
Well,
I know which one it is.
You could say, was it the fat black woman or fat white woman?
No.
It's the fat white woman.
Yeah, no, I know the.
Well, actually, that'd be even funnier if he was dating like Leslie Jones, Or-
Leslie Jones. Is.
she's black woman.
the black one.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know her name.
It's just I would love to see Tom Brady dating just like a big fat black woman. Like, and just like take that, Giselle. This is a real woman.
I didn't see how that solves anything, but
I think it does. No, because it starts a conversation.
Where does that conversation go?
Not for me. It's
Oh,
for
okay.
Twitter.
Yeah, well,
That's
fuck
not,
it.
that's not that.
Let's see that
It's like, yeah, I might as well pour my coffee down the toilet. Let's just skip the entire process, shall we?
And then then there was some real like bonding there about like Will and Pat started talking about like the Broncos, and they didn't say much. It was just like this, like, oh.
They've gone over the cliff.
They're so bad.
They're historically bad.
As a matter of fact, they became the Broncos. Were the butt of a national joke.
Just one?
Oh no, this was great because it was topical, right? So, in case you haven't noticed it, right, our president traded straight up the Merchant of Death
Yes.
for Brittany Griner, who is evidently a star in that league that no one watches, right? So that's where the joke is. That's where Russell Wilson's name has been coming up lately.
What's the trade?
Well, basically, they're showing like Biden's face, and they're picking a good quarterback, and Biden is saying, "I will trade you Russell Wilson for or Josh Allen for Russell Wilson."
Gotcha.
Straight up, right?
Can we get that deal? I would really like that deal.
I know you would.
Wait, is that on the table? The president says it's no. Wait, what?
That's how you do it. Well, you have to get them both incarcerated first.
We can work on that. I
Separate
think that's more
countries, yeah.
feasible than
Yeah.
getting out of this
Go
contract.
send
So
fucking like, go send Josh Allen to Russia with drugs, get him incarcerated, and then swap Russell Wilson. Yes, straight up.
Okay,
Yes.
as long as I got a plan, I can work towards a plan.
But yes, that's where that came up with. And then we were talking about the fundamentals on baseball, whereupon other teams were making good moves. My team, the Red Sox, is overpaying for weird things. And this goes back to me, this goes back to a huge contract that we made with a man that threw a miracle gyro ball pitch
Oh, yeah.
and paid a fortune for. And I was still cool with it because you went weird.
Was that you?
Me?
No, you Darvish? Who
No,
had
that
the
was
title?
Daisuke
Dice
Matsuzaka.
K. That's right.
No, Darvish had many successful
Yeah.
years.
Was
But-
he on the Red Sox at all?
Nope, he was
Ever?
on.
I know he started on the
he was a
Rangers. He was a Yankee?
Yeah.
Maybe toward the end of his career.
Yeah, for a little
Because he was a
Rangers, like
Ranger
Cubs.
for a long
He was a
time.
Ranger.
He was a Ranger
Was he
for a
in
long
Seattle
time.
too for a while?
I think.
No. Okay.
Ranger, Cubs, and then he's in, I think he's in San Diego or something like that.
He's still. Is he still starting, or is
I
he
think so.
knocking out a few?
I think he pitched this last year.
Look, he's had a long career. He's actually really quite good. I mean, the dude I went looking for a second was like, what happened to Dontrell Willis? And he's still putting up a few innings around here and there. So I don't
What?
know where.
No
Yeah,
way.
yeah, I think so.
Dontrell, no.
Yeah,
So long ago?
I don't think it was that long ago that I went looking for him, but he'd been playing more recently than I thought.
Huh. I could have swore he was playing like back when I was in college.
Well, because so it might have been, but I was
But
just
that's 20-something years ago.
well, I was trying to remember. I was like, so what kind of pitch is a slurve? And then I was like, well, who threw that? Was Dontrell Willis?
What's the slur? Slider curve?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Huh.
which are
It's just a bad slider.
so we can either take the remaining hour and explain the difference, or we can say, yeah, it's a slightly different slider or
Right,
curve.
yeah.
Yeah.
That works.
It was kind of like so.
Throws.
So I remember somebody trying to tell me it's like, well, a cutter was. They said this was designed to basically carve a bat in half. It's like, no, it's a cutting fastball.
Yeah.
I would throw that pitch all the time if it could do that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That would be the only pitch you throw.
Yeah, most guys do throw that. That is what they throw.
Saw your bat in half. Good luck. You can take those bloop singles all day long if you can manage it.
So yeah,
Unless you're
that's,
Aaron Judge, who probably does break his bat and still get a home run.
Sometimes.
possibly. Yeah, I still consider his swing ugly.
Yeah, but he just hulks it.
Yes, he does.
He's also 9 feet tall.
Yeah.
Yes,
He fits in with the Blue Panther people.
kind of. He's sort of like, if you look at his face, he's like kind of halfway between like where Tulsa Doom is a snake and a man.
But they said it like his height and weight, and he's like 260 or 270.
Yeah,
Like,
he's a big boy.
he's gonna fall apart, dude.
Probably, but he started young.
Body's gonna... But he's already in his 30s, isn't he?
I don't think he's over the hill of 30 yet.
He's over 30.
Is he?
Yeah.
Well, not by much then. So,
Wouldn't the closest like approximation then be say like Ken Griffey Jr.?
No, Junior never got that big.
Yeah, but I thought he was tall.
No, not Judge.
no.
Yeah. Okay.
No, and Griffey was smooth.
Well, yeah, he was, but I was just saying like injuries flamed him out.
Well, yeah, but I think Judge is going to fall apart.
You're saying that he's not going to be worth the entirety of that contract.
Yeah, in baseball, you can't get out of it.
No. When you bought the car, you bought
Yeah,
the car,
you're-
and it's just not.
Unless you trade and give it to Pittsburgh Pirates, and then you give them everything from your farm system to just take that salary. You're like, you're used to sucking. Just take this horrible contract and
I give nothing to the Pirates.
So okay, so
Not negotiate with Pirates.
I
what's wrong with
suppose
the Pirates?
Nothing.
Oh, I was like, oh.
They're just down card team.
we're using that again. They're an undercard.
They're an undercard team. Yeah.
Oh man, there were some lifetime undercard teams too that have been around for a long time. Like, it takes real guts to still like root for the Twins.
They've been solid though.
Yeah. Last year they were pretty good. I knew there were some people that I knew who were watching them pretty closely.
Yeah.
Of course, they come from like that area. So
Well, of course,
yeah.
yes, but that's what I'm saying. That's the same thing with yes, like the Brewers are good, fairly good now, and they have
Yeah.
been for a while, but they've got a history of not being great.
Yeah.
They had some good years, like the Robin Yount years.
Yeah,
but-
those used to always be the cheap tickets you could get when the Rockies were playing. So,
But those are the
Brewers
teams
can.
that have to get everything right
yeah.
to be good.
Yes.
And then they got a few years, and then it blows up. And
Yeah.
The wheels come off that, but yeah. Yeah, Denver's going to be on cinder blocks for a couple of years, man.
Wait, Broncos, Rockies.
Broncos. I think the Rockies will get better before the Broncos.
Oh,
What an indictment.
Yeah.
I'm
Well, your coach is obviously going to get fired.
so tempted to
So,
just hit the
yeah.
nuke button.
Hit the nuke button.
Just eat the $106 million cap hit.
Oh.
Just
Waltons might do it. They
Just-
can draw zeros on checks, man. So-
say screw it. The sad thing is we don't even have our first round pick, which would have been amazing.
Why? What's available?
Like quarterbacks.
Oh, gee, we were fresh out of that.
Your choice of a quarterback. 'Cause
There's
we'd have
supposed to
the
be,
number
yeah.
2 pick.
There's supposed to be tons of them, like around, but they're still like in shipping
Yeah.
containers.
Right. They're offshore.
But yeah, just because you know what? If we just nuked it, I think the fans would be like, all right,
I can respect that.
we're gonna suck this year.
Yeah.
I can get on board. I can't have this hope dangled in front of me and then have it be crushed to bits and pieces.
Yeah.
The Freakonomics guy said the best thing you can do is fail quickly.
Fail
Yeah.
early. Yeah.
Yeah, just
No, it's going to be a low, slow, painful death.
it feels like it.
It totally does, man. So, I listened to the fucking coach gyrate that around on the radio the other day. So it was terrible, man. It's like, well, we need to score more touchdowns. Like, no fucking shit. You
Wow,
think?
it
Yeah,
took
wow.
you this long to figure it out.
You're a genius.
Thank you, WizKid.
I know. It was like, how about you offer some insights in here? So,
What are you going to do?
right, buckle down. We're gonna work
I
hard.
know. I'm so tired of it. We just gotta try hard. We gotta put the pieces together. Shut the f up. Like,
Do you guys see me? I'm a guy in a shirt and a tie, and I'm rolling up my sleeves.
Right.
You see me? I'm unbuttoning my.
you're getting serious. So
Get serious.
it's about.
Yeah.
I think the players are gonna take notice now. And
Right. Well, real change comes from the top down, not from the bottom up.
that is true. So let's change you.
Yeah. So you jump in a lake.
Well, actually, change comes from the bottom up.
Yeah. We need some fresh blood around here. Yeah.
Another one.
I
I got one left. So,
Cool.
well, I'm about to go up anyway. So,
Yeah, it's just.
We got KC this week.
Yeah,
Right?
we got flexed out.
Right.
Shocking. One of the guys from work said we haven't scored more than 17 points, or no, 22 points since week 7 of last year.
Since that hurts even more.
22
Week
points.
7 of last year.
The Browns' defense and special teams basically beat that this week. This is the first week that while the Bronco game was on, I left it on the Red Zone channel.
oh boy,
Wow.
I didn't
That's
even want
pretty
to
damning,
watch.
William. Yeah. That's pretty bad.
I'd fall asleep.
It sounds like a baseball game.
I need to clean my house when the game is on.
Oh, that's funny.
You failed, by the way.
Me? Oh,
I don't know though about the slow, painful death though, man. I mean, like, how long do we have to keep the coach?
Well, they're going to keep him the rest of the year.
Right.
But then he better be gone. Like,
Yeah.
Well,
There's no way.
does
he
this not
sticks with-
warrant?
Useless.
Yeah.
Does this not warrant the actual mid-season firing to make a statement, like to the fans?
I don't think they really care about the fans, man. So
It wouldn't do it. Well, I mean,
Well,
I don't know.
it's symbolic, man. It's
Well, what I heard, an interesting theory was
please.
their defensive coach is so good that
Yeah.
promoting him right now will either show the rest of the league how good he is because he can now coach,
and then they'll snag him.
Oh, and they'll price him up.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
if
Okay.
they're even wanting to make him the head coach. But then, if you were wanting to make him the head coach, then promote him now to see what he can do.
I would agree. Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
So, unless you're wanting to keep him as a secret, as your defensive coordinator,
There's 32 in the league. I don't think any of them are secrets.
no.
Yeah.
So, just do this.
You know, that's fun. That implies that people whose entire job is to look for this are going to be like, we didn't know he was this good.
You could fit them all in a hotel shuttle bus.
This one goes from Houston to Tom Ball.
Right.
Yeah. But that's to say that guys who are constantly on the prowl for like snapping up dudes like this are somehow like, I didn't know.
Yeah.
They just right under the radar.
Did you see that Dion Sanders is going to fucking
I can't believe
I can't
it.
believe it either.
Yeah.
I'm actually interested in CU right now.
No, I'm not.
Honestly, yeah.
So even as an alumni, man, no. I mean, but that thing is like, I was talking to my brother because I heard him interview on the radio like 2 days before he announced that, and he made it sound like, oh, fuck that bumpkin college, blah, 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 up in Colorado, man. I'm here in California, yada, 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 yada.
Dion said that?
Something like that, man. It was a press conference where someone tried to tech him down. He's like, yeah, I know the offers on the table, and, you know, he's like, but there's lots of offers on the table, and I could probably have, you know, a different, you know, what did he say? He said something like a setting of my own choice. So, or something like that. And so I was talking to my brother, I was like, he ain't fucking coming here. And then fucking A, not if like 30 minutes later. So it popped in on my phone, man.
That is my favorite player of all time.
Yeah?
So I
You must be.
gonna be a
Yeah.
I will
Yeah.
watch CU now just because of him. So I was blown away that he.
I did see that he warned all the players. He was like, if you can option out, do it now. So
Yeah, he's
because he's going to
cleaning.
bring all his guys
Yeah.
with him, yeah.
If you thought you had a spot to play here,
Nope.
nah.
Well, he can compete for it, I imagine.
No, he wants him out.
The players?
Yeah.
He's going to bring his own.
Because they got transfer protocol. Like, it's not like the old days in college where you have to sit out a year. No, you just trade, swap. You can go
No,
to school.
but I'm saying like if you're there, like if you're in CU, like an athletic scholarship, I mean, that's an agreement made by the school.
Yeah,
That doesn't
he-
mean you have to play, though.
He can't kick you out. He's
Right.
saying, if you're wanting to play, go find a place to play.
Yeah.
Because you can stay, but you're taking up my scholarship spots, which pisses me off. You can probably sit on the bench.
Oh, you take the scholarship spots.
Or if you want to play,
If you want to play. Yeah.
then you got to go somewhere else.
Buddy, I came here for a degree in micromedia.
Well, probably.
Gender studies.
I just do football to stay in shape.
Well, you can do that in the gym.
I do wrestling in the off season, guys. Actually, no, it's usually track, isn't it? Yeah, it's
Yeah,
football and then
it's
track on the other side. Yeah, yeah.
But yeah,
I would totally eat up his fucking scholarship spots if they was like, get out. It's like, no, man. I came from Colorado Springs.
well, are you wanting to have, like, do you have hopes of playing in the NFL?
Hypothetical, Jeffrey?
Yes.
I'm 5'7".
You're blowing these hypotheticals.
No, okay, no, go on. Okay, so if I have hopes of playing in the NFL, well, number one, this is going to sound like screwed up, but I wouldn't have gone to see you in the first place.
That's probably true. Or you would have gone there because you figured you would have started because you couldn't start anywhere else.
Okay, yeah. So if I was playing like, I have to be a big fish in a small pond. Yeah, but then I would have tried to get into like the Air Force again.
Yeah.
No, you don't go to the Air Force Academy.
Yeah, you don't go there to play football, man.
What? No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, you haven't. Dude, there's been like, what, 1 or 2 that have ever made the NFL?
Would you be a huge name?
Yeah.
And you'd whoop up on loser teams.
until Baylor rolls in on your ass. And then you get called out as being the fraud team that you are.
I mean,
Well, it's not about the team. It's about how many yards did I put up.
I mean,
I get
CU had Jerry Rice's kid,
yeah.
and then he left after 1 year.
Did they? Oh.
Yeah,
did.
almost nobody gets out of their service contract with the Air Force. So you do your
No,
4 years,
no,
and
no.
yeah, you're gonna go sit in Iceland for another 4, looking at a radar screen during your prime years, man.
Well, where else do you go? Do you go to
There's
like San
plenty
Diego
of-
State University
There's
or
plenty of those
Yeah.
other schools. Yeah.
TCU?
You go to Wyoming. Yeah.
Josh Allen went to Wyoming.
Yeah.
Now you can't tell me another Wyoming player.
No. Yeah.
I know there's been a
Josh
few.
Allen went there either. So, no, and that actually crosses a personal boundary of going to Wyoming.
Right.
Yeah, there's lots warmer, friendlier, happier places to be.
No, as time went by and I spent time going through there, I made a commitment that I would go through Wyoming,
Never.
but I would
stay.
never. I mean, I stayed there a few times, rested, and then left.
Sure, I'll go to Yellowstone again at some.
Right, but you would never.
I'm gonna drive around Wyoming to get.
You would never get your mail in Wyoming.
No,
No.
no. Even though you could probably get a pretty good house.
You can
I know
get
you
an
can.
amazing
Yeah,
house in
I get it.
Wyoming.
I did that for I told you about that, didn't I? I looked up
Oh, for your yeah.
for someone in California. I was
If I really wanted to go hermit kind of thing,
sure,
I could do
absolutely. Look,
because I am not against having a giant house just for myself.
well, actually, for me, it would be. I don't care necessarily about the size of the house, but can I get like 4 acres for my dog? Right.
Well, you can do that here. So,
Well, yeah. And that's by buying that house and bulldozing.
yeah. It gets you close to about a quarter acre.
Well, she's not that big of a dog.
So
That's enough to get a good sprint.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. So
Dude, I don't want to pick on TV, but I'm gonna just because it was sent my way.
Okay, I'm ready to defend TV.
You don't have to. There was this show. I was so surprised. It was on like season 8, right? I'd never seen it, but all it is it's these 2 personality-less dudes, right?
what is a personality list?
Personality-less.
Oh, less. Got it.
Devoid, right?
Got it, yeah.
Just 2 devoid of personality, bald white guys, and they make semi-exotic pools.
Oh yeah,
You've seen this?
I've heard.
Swimming pools.
Yeah, I've heard the show.
It's like Pool Kings.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Why wouldn't it be Pool Kings? Yeah.
No, I
They
think
had
that's-
one.
it's-
They had one that did fish tanks.
Well,
They had one. Yeah, they had shows like that on.
it's just the most boring show that I've. And it's not like they actually try to ramp up the drama. They're not like saying, like, if we don't get this done by September 18th, we're out on our ass, guys. The company crumbles. It is literally these guys just walking around to the projects they're working on. And like, so concrete starts here. It has to go here.
Yeah, it never got me to turn it on, so I have no idea the process. Of that show.
What was the thing? It's like this is on like season 8.
Yeah, yeah.
It's got to be an HGTV thing or something.
There's a lot of channels.
Yeah, there's a lot of those home improvement channels, man. So
I
Alright,
don't
fair
know
enough.
how many viewers they get.
a lot,
What?
a lot.
These shows
Really?
clean up.
They're like the most popular shows on cable TV.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's actually why
Yeah,
HBO Discovery is going to bury Disney.
Oh. Okay.
until Disney starts doing home improvement shows.
Well, they can start.
Magic Kingdom.
Well, no, they can start. But Discovery starts with 600 of these in their back
Yeah.
pocket.
Yeah. Well, they've been going on for what? 25 years now, 20
Yeah.
years.
Yeah.
So, because prior to that, the only one out there was like Tool Time with Tim the Toolman Taylor.
Yeah, and that was only a segment.
Yeah.
Some other show, I don't remember.
Some dumb show.
Yeah.
Some
No, it was
stupid guy.
Tool Time. The show was Home Improvement.
Well, that's the.
Yeah, we were
I
joking.
think he's stepping on.
Yeah.
Well, oh, I thought you were talking about his little show
fine.
on the show.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Sorry.
It's, we weren't.
The other one would be This Old House, which was legit.
Right.
Which
right.
was always
the Bob Vila show.
PBS, the Bob
Yeah.
Vila show. Yeah. So, which was always on public broadcast television. Yeah. So, and then all of a sudden it was like, oh, House Hunters, guess what? You can get rich without having to work.
That sounds a lot like my plan of buying storage units.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All you have to do is clean them out one time.
Uh-huh.
You're going to find gold doubloons in there, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just every Hank Aaron, baseball card that everybody loves.
They're just lousy with Honus Wagner.
Right, Otis Wagner's.
Lousy with them.
Yeah, so
You can't swing a dead cat without hitting a Honus Wagner. Or there are a surprising amount of collectors' organs. So, yeah, there was that.
Stratohuvius?
Planes are upside down. The other one that just there's one that rings so goddamn fake. I know you've seen this one too. You tell me. This is the one where the guy and his wife, they're in Mississippi.
Oh,
and-
the fat guy?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're flipping houses for the purpose of like preserving their culture.
Yeah,
Right.
and so they try and turn these old houses into bed and breakfast for like millions of dollars. So
I have not seen that.
it's dumb. It's just another
What is it? Hometown.
home sweet, something,
something like that.
something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
I know. But yeah, the guy, the huge, big fat guy with the tiny wife. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know which one you're talking
Yeah.
about.
But it's funny how many of these you see. It's amazing.
Dude, my wife and daughter watch them all the time.
Really?
Oh, fuck yeah.
That's why I'm saying Discovery is good because look,
Wow.
women and kids like that, they don't care about She-Hulk, but they do like watching these fucking they'll binge like 6 episodes of this, and Discovery is chock full of these.
Oh.
Yeah, it's either that or like veterinarian shows. She'll sit there and binge
Oh,
those.
yeah.
My daughter will sit
Yeah.
there and binge like 5 hours of those. I can't watch a single one of them, man. So
Because the animals are injured?
yes, I can't stand that, man. So or they're doing like surgery on a dog, and it's like, no, I'm out. So
Okay, so I've done a few of those.
surgeries on dogs.
No, the shows, man. Not,
Okay.
Yes, it's a hobby. I've got my
You
labs.
do mighty fine work, sir.
like, if you're judging me off of the one home kit that I have here, then yeah, because she still walks with a limp, so that's great.
You're
No,
working on cyberpunking it.
I would gladly send her to the park with a robot if that worked. But no, I've done some of the vet shows. The only one that I got like physically repulsed of was there's a show about people that have hair problems,
Gross.
right? And they show the surgeries where they're operating on people, like they're moving skin off their head and stuff. And that's the one I'm like, I sent it back. I did like 5. I'm like, whoa! I can't look at this.
Yeah.
I can't.
Whoa,
look at
you
it.
literally sent it back and said can't process it.
This is too gross.
Too
Yeah.
gross, huh?
There's a couple of those where I had like ideological differences. One of them I sent back. I won't do. It's like I can't participate in this propaganda.
Really?
Oh yeah,
Huh.
yeah. That would be the circus, where liberal people talk about Republicans like they're retarded puppies.
Is the show called The Circus?
Yes,
Oh,
that show can fuck itself 10 ways from Sunday. Man.
Oh, they're so cute.
They don't even.
Don't possess any motor skills,
I
man.
swear to God, that's just like well, I can see how people would think this, when you grow up in a place like this, and everything that you eat is like, it makes sense for people whose food has been riddled with barium and, live in a house full of broken thermometers. That's the only thing that could get you to vote for a right-wing candidate. Like, guys,
Wow.
go fuck yourselves. Like, because
Is
it's
this a British show?
no, no.
What channel is it on?
I think it's on one of the pay channels. I think it's HBO.
Oh, okay. Who's on? Bill Maher's not on, is he?
No.
Bill Maher's actually
Bill Maher's great.
Yeah, he's got his moments.
he's bridging the gap a little bit.
a little bit.
He calls out everybody,
Yeah,
and that I respect.
I'm actually kind of surprised.
Yeah, that's
He's just like, these guys are just being dumb. Like, he's like, well,
no. He's very much on the side of like, we need to get these assholes out of our cool club because they done fucked it up.
I was surprised the first time I heard. I was like, whoa, really? You said that?
So who is on that show though?
Anybody? That,
I have it written down. It's there were some people that
names.
I'll get to it, but yeah, I don't remember right offhand. But it was like, these guys are such assholes. I'm like,
wow.
and that's the thing is, I've done two parts of it where you look at the thing is, I've seen it from two angles. Where number one, you see the finished product, right, and that's ugly enough. But it is the backside where you record what they say that they don't air,
Yeah.
where it becomes disgraceful, right? And that's where I was saying there was one guy talking about like it was like Thanksgiving. And he was talking about his brother, like he's just like the most troglodytic, worthless, like carved out of a glacier human being. I'm like, this is your flesh and blood, man.
Oh,
and it was just like, it was
Because he's a right wing?
wasn't even right wing. It was just, it's just like he's talking about his family like he's subhuman. And then when you see the backsides, when they actually just start like fucking, like this must be what the dressing room of The View is like when they're just sitting there just queening, and just like bellowing, the little, bullshit hen voices, about.
I have never once watched an episode of the
I've
show.
never watched
I've never watched it.
I don't think it's designed for us.
It's not. Well, first of all, it's on before like 11 a.m. So,
All right.
this is a pretty steep barrier to entry for me. So
You better be dynamite.
After that, no, that's fine. That's fine. So it's just, yeah, that one, when they just went too hard, I sent it back. I'm like, I don't do propaganda.
Do they
Fuck
ever
that
say
much.
anything back, or they just go, "Yep, got it"?
No. They gave me blowback for a couple of things, but not that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There was one time that I had accidentally left. Okay. Yeah, there was one time I accidentally left like a derogatory name.
Oh,
That totally on accident,
gotcha.
right? Because yeah, when you jump in there and there's so like when you watch the show, when you start, you don't know the names of all the people on there unless they're famous. Or if you do,
right.
like some like I've done like,
Oh, so you gave it a nickname until they introduced themselves?
and I didn't change it.
Oh,
just like a ticket at a restaurant.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, and there was
Oh,
it wasn't bad, but I think it had the word fat in it.
okay. That's
I
a
think
little
so.
bit better
It was
than
not-
some of the things that
it
could
was-
be imagined.
I wasn't just like labeling people like beef enchiladas, low FICO, or I wasn't doing that. No, there was one that was like, well, until they tell me who the fat lady is, I'm just going to label her as fat lady, and they'll tell me her name. Because, like on reality shows, eventually they'll catch them in a corner and throw their name on screen
Yeah,
and say, this is
yeah.
Lisa. She's from Georgia. She's fat. You know?
I don't know if I've heard a show do that one yet, but
Well, I was doing like my 600-pound life. So
Oh,
yeah. And then the other one I did was on one of those before I stopped doing them. There was a guy who just kept making these stupid, like, he kept calling it was like, well, it's because that's what the MAGA chuds do and all this other stuff, and he's like laughing at his own jokes. And you're supposed to, like, when you can put markers in to say what people are doing, right? Because they want to know when people laugh, and you can modify these things. And at first I was like, he would say something, would laugh at it. And just as I kept going, I was like, this guy's an idiot. So I just kept adding modifiers. So I'm like laughs moronically. And then
Wouldn't it be so fucking cool if it showed up on your closed caption?
that's actually the thing I'm working on now. And then it was just
laughs more ironically.
yeah, and they just kept getting worse. It was like narcissistic self-preening.
God.
And I kept going with it because he was pissing me off. And I
You
got
turned it in?
oh,
Oh, yeah?
yeah. Well, because I'm like, look, it's not inaccurate. And I didn't get like a nasty slap. It was just like a hey.
Because they chuckled and they went, yeah, we can't.
Oh, that yeah.
I went nuts. I was like, because this guy's a fucking idiot. It's just like he kept doing this, and he was so proud of himself for talking about how stupid people are.
I can only imagine
When you get that turned in,
and it's like, dude, come on, man.
You can kill me, but put this on the TV.
And you're like, all right, I got it, one of them. Oh, dude, come on.
wait, no, you gotta understand. So those ones are the ones they take that they're gonna use to edit the show with.
Oh, so that's not the closed caption.
No, that's the raw things. So when somebody's looking in the edit and they're saying what parts do we want to take, right? They do that. Then they send it out for the thing that I'm working on now, the thing I'm qualifying on, which is the actual like subtitles, and you have to the shot logging where you have to explain what's going on in the scene. And so yes, if I have to like right now, since I'm doing one that's actually fascinatingly about the White Brotherhood of Texas, right? Then yes, I can actually say like laughs in racist. Or
It's like it's a language.
yes.
Oh, my Lord. All right, tell me when one of these shows airs, because I'm going to put closed captioning on.
Okay, so it'll be when I have to finish all the sample ones first. Because they're kind of tough.
I
Yeah.
bet.
But yeah, when that happens, I'll let you know.
Cool.
I mean, you did see one of my other other handiworks, conjuring Kesha. So it's
Gotcha. Huh. All right. I haven't watched that show. I don't intend
it
to watch that
sucks,
show.
man. It sucks.
It's about.
It's that one we talked about before. That Kesha, the singer, is doing ghost things.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Sword fight.
Her name has a dollar sign in it.
I remember. Yeah.
So,
It's like, where's the heart key on the computer?
So there is one show I actually do want to tell you guys about that I do want to watch. I had the best time watching this, right? So you mentioned Singapore the other day, right? All right, this show was great, and I don't know if it's out yet, but this is a show where there are 3 families of otters that live in Singapore.
Otters?
Yes.
Anthropomorphic otters?
No, actual otters.
Actual otters.
Yes.
Okay.
And there's this great spot where the otters all want to live.
Uh-huh.
And they just track these families of otters as they kind of go in and out and kind of like try to move in and scoot the other otters around or work around them. And I was like, this show is great.
Kind of like that meerkat show. You remember that one? years ago.
What's the Meerkat Show?
Oh, it was a long
Meerkat
time
Manor?
ago. Meerkat Manor, where they followed the families of meerkats, and
That sounds awesome.
it was great, except for the ending, man. Do you remember how it
I do
ended?
not know the end.
Okay, I don't. Well,
How old is the show?
Oh boy.
10 years or so.
Spoilers
yeah.
are off, man.
So yeah, the very last episode, the meerkat, who was like the most brave one, and protected all our children over all these years, got bit by a cobra, and her whole face just like went like this. And I was like, "Fuck! I'm never watching a show like this again, man. Fuck this shit."
Wow.
Yeah. It's like I'm never ever watching a show like this again.
That broke your heart, didn't it?
It sure did.
Yeah,
Yeah. I think that broke me on Animal Planet. I never watched anything on Animal Planet after that.
Well, to be fair, I mean that really is a testament to the show to see how hard they could hook you in like that. To actually care about
we
it.
were dying. We were hooked in so hard. So we were watching them every week when they came out.
Did not watch it, but I at least knew it.
It was interesting, man. So I wonder how much of it was fake. So because you can't really tell one meerkat from the other. But
Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah.
I gotcha. But yeah, just this otter show was just so adorable, and the thing I loved about it was because it's Singapore.
yeah.
And you have to be polite and respectful to nature, or their government will kill you.
Yes. They will skin you.
Really?
Oh, dude, Singapore is not a place where you fuck around. You put a cigarette out in the wrong place, man, you go to jail. So, yeah.
Oh shit! Like if you just spit your gum on the street,
Oh, yeah.
it's your ass.
your ass.
Yeah. So Singapore actually runs like one of my public schools.
Okay.
Right? So there's like no freedom, but these are adults, right? So it is within this boundary that you don't have to worry about the people fucking with the otters. The otters like walk up on land and they'll interact with people and they're nice and they'll just like hang out. Like, I wish I lived in a place so nice where I didn't have to worry about like dudes I work with the rig on. And it's like,
Stay away from my daughter.
well, there's the otters, so this goes like, so you use these like, what is it? What is the bullets that you use? The high, not caliber, but
Hollow points.
no, it's not thread. It's
Green.
grain. Yeah. Where if you buy the right ones, you can make things explode when you shoot them.
Sure.
Right. So
Yeah.
there would be guys out there. It's like I blew up otters this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shoot him with a crossbow.
And I have to subtitle that as like laughs moronically.
Laughs
whatever.
moronically,
It's just,
yeah. Laughs in
Laughs in redneck. Yeah. So.
So I did finish the Pepsi Where's My Jet?
Oh, yeah?
Okay.
How did it end?
Well, I didn't even know that he got that lawyer that like does the did the Trump thing. For
What Trump thing?
what's the girl that was like sleeping with him
Oh, this must be
Like-
way before that.
way before? Well, yeah, but he's
Oh,
he's their
the same guy.
Yeah, I was just like, oh my gosh, it's like Michael Impanati or
Oh, yeah, something like that.
but
Avenatti. Right?
Avenatti.
Is it Avenatti?
Avenatti.
Yeah.
Yeah.
might be yeah.
You said empanada. I understand you're stuffed with caramel.
Right, yeah.
But like he was
Fine on weekends.
he was digging up dirt on Pepsi for his case, and he found like in the Philippines, Pepsi did a promotion where they were offering 100,000 pesos to anybody that had winning cap numbers, and they had an error, and it turned out like 2,000 people had the same number or something like that,
Oh, okay.
and they're just like, yeah, computer error, no,
Yeah.
and then they gave him like 20 pesos each, and they like revolted and like stoned the city and like killed. Like, I mean, it's insane.
It's a fucking giveaway, man.
And so, but he was just like,
My fucking chicken wings.
So he was coming up with
Down
this
your
whole
throat, yeah.
campaign for like, all right, give the guy the jet, or we're gonna start pumping out all these. Like he came up with he got a guy that did like ad work, and one of the posters is the guy that's trying to get the jet with like a black eye as the Pepsi logo.
Oh, that's pretty
And
good.
I was like, oh, dude, that's awesome
good.
looking. And then so in the Philippines one, they had like they were doing Molotov cocktails. And so he
way beyond normal.
and so he had created a poster of like the Molotov cocktail being a Pepsi bottle and the fire coming up into it. And I'm just like, dude, these ads are fantastic.
They went hard, huh?
But so the kid is partnered with the guy that had all the money. And he's like, no, this is blackmail. I'm not signing up for it. And so the kid finally backed up went with his buddy or the guy that funded it, and he's just like, yeah, no. But the lawyer still had him, like, he's like, I just knew someday I'd get to show these things. And they're like, dude, those are awesome. Like, huh.
No, let's go. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't the kid that did this? Wasn't he just like sort of a like ritzy uptown fucking?
No, he was
He
just
had
a
a money man with him though.
yeah.
Yeah.
So he was just a kid in Washington or something like that, and
Okay, he's just a suburban kid.
he just really wanted this plane.
Like, he went around and collected as many of those as he could, but then
Well, and then the
money
man. Well, he's got a guy that he was working the plan up with and all that stuff, and they found out that you could buy the points in the Pepsi catalog for 10 cents each, and so it was $700,000 is all he needed to do to buy the plane. And so they wrote it up and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, that judge in New York,
he's funny.
she was like, dude, she did not give a damn. He's like, hey, can we subpoena these guys? She's like, no. Well, can we do that? No. Well, can we do that? No, I've seen enough. What do you mean you've seen enough? We haven't gotten to show anything. Oh, I've seen enough.
You're
I
not
saw.
going to, yeah.
I'm like,
I thought it was a dude.
no, it was some girl.
Because I've read the ruling on that one. The
Yeah.
ruling is just vicious. It's like nobody in their fucking right mind would believe that you could get a piece of military hardware by buying points out of a catalog.
And he's sitting there, he's like, I did. Wait, what? But I did. Like,
Yeah.
it was, and then, like, they said that, like, some of their kids would call up the lawyer or call up one of them and just be like, they're in law school and they're like, Dad, we're going over your case. Like, you're famous.
Yeah.
And it turns out, like, the art directors and all that stuff that were putting it together had 700 million points. But the clients went through and were like, I can't read it. The type's too small.
Oh.
Take off a 0.
Oh.
And he was like, all right. And so he had 70 million. Like, still can't read it. Take off a 0. He's like, all right.
Yeah, what is this?
So the commercial listed 7 million Pepsi points.
Oh, the actual one on TV where it lands in front of the school.
With no disclaimer, no nothing on it.
Yeah.
And so he's just like, so when the lawyers came in, they're like, hey, they're probably going to depose you and all that stuff. He's like, you don't want me on there. They're like, wait, what? He's like, you do not want me on there. I had 700 million Pepsi points and they said no. Okay, good day.
Well, it was kind of, when I heard somebody talk about, like, they worked for an ad agency, right? And they were breaking it down because the question was, because they interviewed this person on a podcast. And he said, like, are you really responsible for all those god-awful commercials? Because they weren't, like, picking on anything. They were just like, how do so many stupid commercials make the, like, national stuff? They said, you got to understand. It's like, so we're just the ad agency, right? So we'll pitch something, and they'll say, all right, cool, no problem. And we pitch that to them, and then they say, well, we want a few more, right? And then they'll give us these feedback, and we do these things that we know aren't funny, right?
Yeah.
And we'll give them all out there, and they say, like, well, so does this reflect poorly on you? It's like, no. What happens there is, like, the guys in charge, they'll say, I showed one to my daughter. My daughter said choose this one.
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
And so that's how you're sitting there looking at you say, how the fuck do these huge campaigns end up with just like the stupidest shit? Like, I know we used to make fun of the at the beach tanning commercials. Oh my god.
Oh God, I remember
It's
those.
just so annoying.
Oh, those are a long time ago. There's no sounds.
Repel people maybe want to lose my lunch. And like, how do you decide on, like, this woman is so annoying?
Yeah.
And it's like a 10 commercial campaign. And no, it's like, my son thought this was like hilarious.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Well, I mean, I guess if you're cutting a check, whatever, man. You're allowed to buy stupid shit.
Yeah.
So.
I get it.
Yeah.
But that's where they say, is the ad campaign responsible? Like, no, so we said this.
Yeah.
They said this. We gave them 10 options. They chose the stupidest one.
Yeah. That's why you get Limu Emu. Yeah.
God, that's been going on for so long.
I know. That's because they wanted a Geico Gecko, for Limu Emu. So.
It's just not landing. It's they're
so
trying
terrible.
to fetch a thing, man. It's just not.
The guy, the 70s guy, they need to push his ass off a cliff. So, he's on the radio too.
Is he?
And it's like,
Oh.
what the fuck? Get off the radio, man. This is a visual gag,
Oh yeah. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get it, man. But I've heard that too from folks who've been involved in advertising as well, where it's like,
I said, hey, that's so annoying.
so like, what's the one that I've been noticing? Ant's got new commercials out there with a pig on it. Have you seen that? They're getting their own like fucking
No.
Geico Gecko.
I did not know
Ants?
Ant
And
bank.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah. So
For putting it in your piggy bank?
I guess, man, it's like such low hanging fruit.
that. Wait a second, but didn't somebody else have a pig
Somebody
there for a
had it.
while?
I'm
somebody
sure
did.
everybody's.
Yeah, Maxwell the pig. Yeah.
You don't get a called dibs on an animal type.
You should. You should be like, well, because the first question is anybody else doing a pig? It's like, yeah, these guys did one for a long time.
Right.
That was
Yeah.
a while ago.
Yeah.
That was a while.
Well, I can't remember who that was. Was that?
Yeah, that's probably why you can use the pig again. If you can't remember who it was.
No, because it's the guy that has that voice. He's like, because they're still doing him now. It's because it's the thing that the pig was part of the one where it's like, it'll save you 15% or more on car insurance. There's a pig.
Oh, with
yeah, that's
Shaq?
no, it's not Shaq. It's that white guy with that voice, and he'll like ask a hypocrite a hypothetical question about like an aphorism. He's like, does a bear crap in the woods? Right, or whatever it is,
Oh,
and then
that
they'll
was
show,
a while ago.
and then they'll show it,
Yeah.
and then you'll see like a bear. He's like, I'm crapping in the woods, right?
Oh yeah, not too long ago, maybe like a year ago. So,
I think they're still doing it. That's like
I think
the
so.
campaign.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Because that's where he came from. Because that was just like,
But I don't remember a pig.
yeah, it was Maxwell the pig. Because the first thing was like, because like, does a pig cry wee 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 on the way home?
Oh, that was a long
Yeah,
time ago.
and
that one was a long time
And that's
ago.
where the mom is like, Maxwell.
Yeah, but that one is for what the fuck?
I don't remember which company it is, but they're still doing that.
Yeah, kind of. That might have been a Geico thing.
I think it might have been because like
Geico had like 4 different ads going on,
Yeah.
4 different types of campaigns going on at once. So
Oh, yeah.
you know what I'm talking about.
That is
yeah,
Geico.
but that wasn't a bank.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't a
It
bank,
wasn't a
but
bank.
it's just you say like, is somebody else doing a pig?
Yeah,
That was a while ago.
that was a national campaign. I think this one's still local. So I don't know.
I was thinking of a piggy bank one where they would say that you could put
yeah.
like 2 cents in every day and it'll add up to this, and the pig was walking and getting kind of like fatter. or
Yeah,
something.
they did have one like that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. So like, and I know somebody who worked in like making local commercials. He says they're excruciating. So
Oh, like,
because you get this lawyer, who wants to, go out there and chase ambulances and things like that.
Look, I know funny.
I know, right? Exactly. So yeah, it's just like, hey man, you're writing the check, so
have a ball.
here's some suggestions. So, but you can feel free to write it yourself, and they sure as shit do.
I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to presume that the rugged riders were just making their own.
They that was done with a handheld JVC camera.
Fun fact, Jeffrey, I own that camera.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, and it was funny too because they just stick a forklift, you know, like they actually put the fucking carpet roll, and then use a forklift and stick it in one end and then just bounce it. It was like, yeah, that does look kind of fun. So I remember those guys, and then. Some of them, like Frank Azar, still cranks out his commercials.
He does.
So, yeah. So,
Well, he's got a brand.
he does have a brand. So, I'm Frank Azar, me and my 5 DUIs.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, then Jake Jabs finally got rid of the Tigers, man. Like, maybe like 5-6 years ago.
right.
So, yeah,
Right.
he finally turned on that one. He's like, yeah, actually, keeping big cats, like, just for my own amusement is probably not the best thing. So,
Is that when Tiger King came out?
I think he beat him to it.
He
He
got out.
he beat him to the Tiger King. So,
It's entirely possible that something happened. You know, it's like no cats. They're not coming in here again.
no.
You know, I don't know. I don't know the whole story.
No,
They just stopped.
They
yeah.
clawed the furniture.
Right,
Yes, you never know.
you tiger to go chew on your couch, man.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Like, you have a myriad of problems. Like, so like one of the staffers. This goes back to you. It's like, so yeah, I was just feeding the tiger cub like Skittles all day. And, it's like we have to throw out the factory. You know, we have to throw out the building.
Let's burn it down.
Do not let the tiger taste the rainbow.
I guess not. Yeah, it's like because you're like, so what animal is a Skittle, dude? Do you think this is healthy for it?
You remember the King Midas Skittle commercial from years ago? The guy who touched everything. And he's got this really sad story.
Yeah.
I saw a YouTube short where someone was like, this would be so awful. And I'm like, no, that's funny. That's the whole point. It's
Right.
supposed to be
Right.
like, you know, buddy, you're taking it way too serious, bro. You know?
Okay, so I saw somebody went on one of the, I think they went on like change.org, right? You're familiar with this
Yeah, change.org.
horrible site, are you?
That's where you create petitions for whatever the fuck you want to do.
Right. So basically, like if you know, if there's a like a pattern that resembles like a Maori like pattern, and it's being sold in a Disney store or something, then you go out there and say, we're going to petition to have this.
Gotcha.
I think somebody created one of those petitions, and the one that I saw that made me laugh was somebody was like, we want to start, well, this might have been a GoFundMe or something. He's like, we want to start a fund to get 1 million people to put their fingers in the barrel of guns so they don't shoot. And
What?
so,
This is a joke, right?
yes.
Okay,
But they
got it.
presented it dead seriously.
Yeah.
Right? And so, well, you're making that. Okay, so yeah, they presented dead seriously, like to stop gun violence. We want to get 1 million people to put their fingers in the barrels of guns so that they don't shoot. And so, this is the thing, like you were talking about, is you and I would both know it's like, you're fucking around.
Yeah, I know. You just fucking with me.
But the comments were people of like, because you not understand science, and
Oh, yeah. Oh, God.
and people were just jumping. It's like, you guys have the perfect thing going on, because like the people that were running thing, there were like 5 or 6 guys, right?
Yeah.
They would come in there and say, no, I wouldn't shoot because the finger would stop it. And they're like, no, the combustion comes from the bullet. It's like, no. The finger is round, which is why it doesn't actually hit it on any side. It would stop the bullet, right? And people just
Hold the
kept
gas
going,
in, man.
Right. They just kept going, and this is just like this ongoing troll. And I'm laughing my balls off because I'm like, I can't believe you guys are taking. They're like, somebody on MythBusters did this. No, the bullet would stop it. The finger would stop
He's
it.
just fucking with them. Yeah.
Is this Looney Tunes?
Well, I think that's the genesis behind the joke.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but, you know, like, there are corners of the internet that are full of people who are very very
Oh.
protected.
Yeah.
So I'd have no concept. I mean, I see it, and there's been a couple places on YouTube in particular lately where it's just been like, you guys need to go outside. Please go outside.
Oh,
for a little bit."
that's where touch grass comes from. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really like that saying, but I get the emphasis behind it, or the impetus behind it.
Well, because the wrong people are using it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
got it, but you
Yeah.
know, it's also like it's one of those things where it's like, man, you spend way too much time thinking about this shit. So, and getting mad about things that, you know, are obvious trolls. So,
Oh yeah.
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 So is Canada banning like all guns?
No.
I heard something that they're like banning like hunting rifles and stuff.
If there's one country out there that likes guns as much as we do, it's probably the one north of us and the other one south of us.
I think
They just like our
said that
guns.
they're like they've already got a bill out to ban handguns and that they're
Yeah.
including long range rifles.
I'd be very surprised. So,
I don't know the full details. I know that there's a movement on it. I don't know. So I know that. What do you know about Canada's gun control laws as is right now?
Nothing.
Okay, so Canada's gun control laws, as is, are fairly interesting. Okay, you can own a gun. Okay, but the thing is, there is a purpose for it. So if you have it in your car, you basically have to be taking it somewhere. You have to basically have a reason to be transporting it. Okay.
Okay.
If you're not doing that, your ass is in trouble, right? So if it's like, and I don't remember the way you do this. I think it's by permit or something like that. But basically, you have an official reason to be doing this, right?
So I'm taking it to the range.
I'm taking it to the
Yeah.
range. I'm going hunting. I'm going.
I'm going
you know,
hunting. I gotta get it repaired, something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
But if it's just like, because it's mine, try and take it,
Yeah.
right? It's just like,
But cold dead fingers.
but said quite politely.
Hey.
I saw a guy like rip into Trudeau's face, and he was still polite about it. Right?
Oh.
But yeah, that's the thing of it. So I don't know if they're changing basically like the transport laws, the purchasing laws. I have no idea, but I know there's been a hubbub about it.
Gotcha.
So you know how like Canada, like almost all of it follows the U.S. border on that one parallel.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you move that just 5 degrees north, which is where originally it was, okay, that about 90% of Canada's population becomes American.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
just putting things into perspective here, man. I mean, we're not exactly talking about this great, you know.
We had a fight over that
Yeah.
once. Yeah.
Yeah, we had a fight over that once, and we said, all right, fine, we don't want to send guys way to fuck up there. So,
We made a slogan about it and everything.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, but it's shocking how little, how few people actually live in Canada.
Oh, again, that much landmass, 1/10 of the population.
Yeah.
Almost exactly 1/10. It's 30 million people.
30 million people, yeah.
That's all of Canada?
That's all of Canada.
30 million?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Australia's bigger than Canada.
Wow.
This is like
Canadians are kind of rare. Mexicans, way more common.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
that's true.
Yeah. Canadians, kind of rare. Yeah. French
You get
Canadians,
so many
very
hockey
rare.
players.
Well,
I mean,
I mean-
again, it's cold up there all the time.
well, it is, and like
If that's all you got,
it's just not conducive to basketball.
Yeah.
why? You could be inside.
No, that's against the spirit. Well, you gotta. I mean, basketball flourishes here because of the ease of putting a place to put it in, and it's outdoors, and right. And we
Pardon.
oh, and we have a culture that endorses basketball, but I don't think Canada does.
Don't they have best? They have the Raptors, don't they?
Yeah, they got one team.
They got
They
one
do?
team.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
They
mean,
only got one baseball team now, too, right? Yeah.
I think they're trying to get Montreal a team again.
Trying to get it back. Okay.
Dave, take care of the one you got.
Oh, no.
No, last time around. That's what I'm saying is
Why? It happened to the Browns.
It happens to other places, yeah.
the Browns, as I've read, is perhaps one of the biggest sports betrayals that I've ever seen. That is
Steal your team.
Yes, that is just laden with misery.
Well, isn't that what happened to Baltimore? They had their
the
team.
Colts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they just basically did it to Cleveland.
Yeah, but Cleveland's.
And then Cleveland's just been punished ever since.
Yeah. Well, what is the last championship they won? The
Oh,
state. It was
the Cavs.
the Cavs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they have a championship.
They
One.
do. The Browns are just miserable.
The Guardians.
Oh right.
Right.
The Guardians.
Guardians.
I don't like that.
I don't like that.
I don't
either,
like
man.
that. I don't.
I don't like that. I don't like Commanders either, man.
Actually, Commanders is kind of
I
gross.
don't like it, man.
Is it?
So
It is.
I think
Yeah,
it's
right.
actually more offensive.
yeah, being in Washington and stuff, things like that. You know, it's like, hey, man, as well have fucking camo like uniforms and shit.
Right.
It's like, fuck that, man.
The Washington
Go
Partisans.
be the Senators.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know?
I'm good with Commanders.
All right.
I think it fits for Washington. Guardians and Cleveland, though, like
I would have much preferred
Where-
Washington football team. I actually
Washington
think that's.
football team was pretty good.
I think that's
Yeah.
charming.
I was okay with it, but it's just not a good like. What I don't even know what they had for a logo.
I would just.
I
It
think
would
it was
be
just
like
a W.
the W.
It was
Yeah.
a W.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's
Because
great.
they lost the copyright on their other one.
I think that's great. I think that's actually something like, all right, so why are you the Washington football team? It's like, well, because we wore this sort of like semi-racist logo for a long time, we vacated it, right? And we've accepted this sort of like open generic thing that is as honest as it gets. What
Yeah.
are you?
Descriptive.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was fine with it too, but I like Commanders is it's kind of growing on me.
All right.
I just don't, I certainly don't like Guardians.
don't
I do
like
not
Guardians.
like Guardians.
No.
Yeah.
And I don't like their logo.
That's what the guys who join the Space Force are called. They're called Guardians.
Are they?
Yeah,
Really?
rather than airmen or soldiers or Marines. So they're called Guardians.
Huh.
So.
No, I doubly don't like
No, I don't like that at
No.
all either, too. It's
I don't like that
hey,
association.
Get your fucking,
Oh.
keep the nerd culture over there. So, you know. Yeah, these things need to be separated.
Yeah, Guardians is dangerously close to being like a WNBA team name.
Oh, yeah.
There
might
It probably was.
I think there is.
That's even worse. So I know about the sparks in the galaxy, and I know about the.
Maybe I'm thinking Galaxy. No. I don't know.
I don't
You know what? I don't know.
You talk about the one league I know nothing
I know
Yeah.
one of the teams is named the Shock. I know one of the teams is.
I think you've covered like
It's not the Clouds. It's something like.
I think it's the Lynx.
How many
the
teams are there?
Lynx. There's 14?
I don't know.
Oh, that's
12.
what I thought.
No, I think there's 12.
Oh, okay. How many Major League Soccer teams are there?
I have no clue.
Oh, okay. All right.
We have one, right? The U.S.
What?
Huh?
No.
No, Major League Soccer.
So Colorado has
What is
Oh,
it?
the Rapids?
Rapids.
Oh,
There we go,
okay. Oh, you're talking about the one with like the New York, New Jersey Red Bulls and
Right.
all that other. The one in Phoenix or something like that.
I don't know.
Philadelphia.
I don't know.
Oh shit! I'm thinking about arena football.
Yeah, I think Red Bulls was not.
This is like esoteric sports, man. You know, so, not football, you know.
This is beyond that.
This is
Yeah,
beyond
this
that.
is.
This is like JV, not football.
Yeah, that's
So,
true.
yeah.
I was close to wanting to turn on the U.S. game.
Oh,
Did we talk you out of it?
No, because they made it to the round of 16.
Did we get knocked out yet?
Oh yeah,
Oh, okay.
but I was just like, I'm kind of curious. I would have no clue what's going on,
Yeah.
but I was like,
Well, I mean, soccer, the rules
yeah.
aren't really that tough, man. So, you know, but like, you got to get kind of going on a roll. Last time I watched it was the last Olympics. So, you know, and it just didn't bite.
is it in the Olympics?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's always in the Olympics.
I don't pay attention much to the Olympics.
Well, you have to let your.
I love the Olympics, man.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah. Whenever they come around, they're great.
And actually, I like the summer way better than the winter.
Me too.
Yeah.
I despise it all.
But why do you hate the Olympics? This is
Just meaningless sports.
I don't know. I think they're fun to watch, just because they're different. So
Eh,
yeah, no, that's fine.
totally is not worth my time.
let me say this. I enjoy it while it's on.
Yeah,
I don't miss it that much when it's gone.
I don't watch any swimming when it's not.
Right.
Yeah.
And even then, I'm not big on the swimming. I'm
I
big
love
on like
the swimming
track.
stuff. Track and field's my favorite, man.
Yeah,
especially
I
towards
love
the end.
watching track.
Yeah. Actually, watch dudes doing like the hammer throw. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. But again, it's sort of, you know,
That for me would seem like a perfect thing to just YouTube. Show me a cool hammer throw. Cool. I'm
sure.
good.
Yeah,
sure.
no, I got you.
I understand. But
So,
I mean, that's like, that would be like summing up, like saying, well, all football should be that Odell Beckham catch. I
Oh.
can YouTube that.
All right, but I have no vested interest in the people. I don't really care about the countries. Like,
oh, see,
I
that's
don't
what
care
gets
about
me
any
going
of
over
the
the
stuff.
countries, man. I get going over the countries, man.
But,
It's like,
like-
where's my boys in this one?
Yep.
USA.
That is where my nationalism
Yep.
comes out. I actually looked at the medal counts.
Yeah.
They're like, this matters. That last time around when fucking
Oh, China.
China, they're like, well, actually, Taiwan's ours.
Yeah,
so
it's
we
they
win.
doubled theirs.
It's like, no, you don't.
No, you don't.
No, you don't. Maybe you think that,
Right.
but every country that's not you,
Right.
the one that count,
Well, they counted both China and Taiwan and Hong Kong.
and Hong Kong, yes.
Yeah. So no, that's probably China. So their medal counts are medal count.
It's like, well, they don't think
They
so.
don't think so. Well, Hong Kong does now because boots.
Oh, well,
And tear
yeah,
gas.
yes, both tear gas and ass whoopings.
Lots of ass
Yeah,
whoopings.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just like it's a fun thing to watch every 4. You get into it, you enjoy it, and then it's done. And then
You don't have to worry about it for four more years.
yeah, it is. You catch the fever for a few weeks, and then
Yeah, I get annoyed that it like stops real stuff. It's all over
no.
the airways and all this kind of stuff. It's
did
just
you miss
boring.
street signs on CNBC?
Yeah, this clogs up one family of channels, man. So it's just all NBC. That way you can see Bob Costas in 9 different outfits in one day.
But like, they'll pause hockey or they'll do all these kind of things just for this.
Oh yeah,
and,
that's true with hockey.
and I'm like,
Well, that's the winter
no.
too.
That's the winter.
That's the winter, and I could give a fuck about the winter sports.
But you like hockey,
Yeah, I like hockey.
so they pause your hockey just to do this.
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't give a fuck about Winter Olympics. That's an inconvenience to me. Summer Olympics I love.
and the basketball isn't that good. Like,
It's not. It's not American basketball.
I remember
It's not.
2 years when it was really good. This was a long time ago, though.
Oh! You mean the Dream Team?
The dream team.
Oh,
but even then, it wasn't good. Like, I'm not talking about like
so
the
much fun to watch.
It was-
Pound
it was-
of teams. I mean, like into oblivion. Like,
It's
so not
Dude.
entertaining.
oh, it was so entertaining.
Oh my
What are you
God.
talking about,
What-
man? Everybody's doing behind the back passes and shit. It was like fucking watching the Globetrotters play.
dude, it was even
But I don't watch the Globetrotters pick.
well because that's scripted. But this was like when it's like when the dads are taking on the 10-year-olds.
Exactly.
And it was abusive because we were on the dad's team.
We were the dad team. Yeah.
Right now-
it was abusive.
If you're fucking like Croatia, you're furious. You're like, fuck you guys. Oh my god.
Oh no, I think they all
were
enjoyed it,
watching
man.
the Americans.
Yeah.
No,
I
there,
mean,
there are loyalists who are kind of like,
But if you're
Not
some Croatian dude from a village and you
Hmm.
get to play against Michael Jordan once in your life, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
this is your chance to actually get a lot of autographs signed. It's
Absolutely.
Like, sure, you're my hero.
Yeah.
Right. But if you're a fan at home,
Oh.
I think the players on the other teams were asking for autographs.
Yeah,
that's
they
what I'm
were.
saying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were. Yeah.
So
I would too.
it-
Yeah. I'm like,
It's not entertaining.
I thought it was entertaining. So,
oh, it was crazy. Look, we didn't get to send those athletes before.
no. It was always our college team.
Yeah.
They sucked.
But it sucked, but they weren't great either.
No. So yeah, that's when guys weren't. Didn't they? They had a rule there, like something with the NCAA.
Well,
So you didn't even get the best guys. So
Yeah.
for a long time, hockey was the same way for
you
years.
know,
So, but that's okay. What is it? It's 2023. We don't have to worry about that for 2 more years. So,
I think you're right. Well,
2 more years.
Well, didn't
Aren't
something
they
get
on
fucked up
even-
as a result of like COVID?
the Summer Olympics got?
So didn't aren't the
no, they
rotations
did the
fucked up now?
summer. No, they did the summer ones in Tokyo. It worked.
They moved.
Oh,
They got moved back.
Yeah.
And then they did both of them. What, year and a half ago? 2020. So
That's what I'm saying. Doesn't that throw off the rotation?
I don't know.
No, I'm sure they just
We're just gonna
had it where it was.
Well, you know, where it's going to be like
Yeah.
10 years in advance. So
Right. Well, no, I just mean the year rotation, the actual years that they occur.
I don't know. So
Because I know that they did it in Tokyo to an empty
Empty
house, which
empty
is
house.
really weird.
it was kind of depressing, but like the Japanese were cool about it. So
Oh my god! Did you see that the World Cup stuff where the Japanese people were like cleaning up after the games?
I saw the locker room.
What, in Dubai?
Yes. So after the actual games,
Yeah.
right? Because this is how they do in Japan, right? The Japanese after a sporting event stay and clean up the
They pick
stadium.
up their shit.
It was immaculate.
That is awesome.
And so they were cleaning up after like the actual games, right? And what was funny was the articles were like, look at how nice the Japanese are. Mm-hmm. The article was not this is the thing, is they did this in the service of, oh, let's stop and record the Japanese cleaning up instead of helping out. Because the article should have been, let's learn from the Japanese.
Right.
Let's pitch in. It was, oh,
let's watch the
let's
Japanese.
film the Japanese clean.
Please tell me this was the BBC. Well, I'm sure every English soccer stadium needs to be repainted. After every match. So
Well, actually, it's not anymore because they priced the thugs out.
that's right. Yeah, but still, I mean, rich people are pretty sloppy too, especially when they know someone's going to clean up after them. So I don't know, man. So there's something a little bit different about Japan compared to like some other places.
Well,
I've been to a lot of football games. Americans are fucking pigs. Some things, man. I found some nasty, nasty shit that just didn't make it. When they fire hose all the shit out.
I get. Listen, It is not other countries, right? Where there's like a weird like buffet mentality that goes into Americans, where it's not just like, can I eat enough to put this place out of business? There's also like when you.
Would this look like a man who had all he could eat?
Oh my god! Well, no, it's just I used to go to baseball games with guys where it's like, look at all the fucking peanut shells I scored.
Oh yeah.
It's like you're doing this on purpose,
Yeah.
right? You're doing this on purpose, like why? You got entrance,
Right.
You watched the game, you ate,
Yeah.
right? What are you mad about?
I don't know.
But there's always this sense of like, I have to trash this joint on the way out. Yes, this is from the guy that peed in the sink at the university because they held his degree hostage.
Yeah.
Okay? Yes, that's me. But that's a personal event, not like I bought product, I got product.
Right.
Let me make life hard for somebody.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's not an uncommon thing.
No.
So,
Definitely.
yeah, I guess the only event that I've never been to see if it's any worse has been a NASCAR rally. So, but like
I've been to the races, but
yeah, I've never have. So, but like I can tell you, like hands down, like the worst events are football games. So people are absolute pigs. So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I'll say this about about like the races, like at least most of those guys will actually spit the chew into their Mountain Dew bottle. And
right. Yeah.
Do you
This is brown Mountain Dew, man.
do you think games in domes are better than
I think, yeah.
outdoor games?
The ones that I've been to, yes, but I'm gonna tell you, it has been a while since I've been to
This just
Pepsi
feeling
Center.
inside just seems like
Yeah. Oh, actually, I retract that. The worst things are concerts. Never mind.
Oh.
Yeah, I retract that. I retract my criticism of football fans. So
You
concerts
may
are the
be
worst
right.
things. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I've been in the mosh pit like twice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody barfed.
Yeah, there's debris everywhere.
Yeah. It was so weird to see people like, you hit the pit and then there's an open circle moshing around this like, why?
is there a baby in there?
And you get close to it and you're like, there's barf everywhere.
Everywhere. So that's an actual piece of shit. Yeah, all right. So concerts are the worst.
Okay.
So,
yeah. All right. Got it. So anyway, do you guys have any final thoughts?
I
don't think- yeah.
Today.
No, I'm just gonna watch Kansas City wreck the Broncos this weekend. So, or even worse, it'll wind up like the Baltimore game, where Baltimore's like basically, "Hey, you guys should take a win today. You really need a win. Take the win. You guys can take the win. Now, if you're not gonna take the win, I'm gonna have to take the win from you.
You got to take it home.
I'm gonna have to take it home. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we can't just leave it here.
Please, we've got plenty of win at home.
We got
Please, okay, take
please
some. We
take
made
it.
way too much win.
Yeah.
Take them with you.
And then they just wouldn't take the win, and so
I
Baltimore's
think I
like, all right.
actually laughed.
You probably would.
So I was just like, "You're killing kid."
It has
You
gotten
kill
funny.
kid.
Yeah. It has
I
gotten
drop in on the scores every now and then, and I keep seeing that these Broncos are in it, and then they're not.
No.
Every time.
We're not even scoring 10 points.
No. Apparently not more than 22 in a year and a half. So
I still can't believe you still like. It's so easy to fire a head coach with numbers like that.
Oh yeah.
So easy.
Yeah.
You just do it, and you just go out there. You're mad, right? Or you just. I think that one actually, it's so easy because you just call him in and you say like, you know why you're here, right? You don't even have to fire him. He'll say it.
yeah.
He'll be like, I'm gone, aren't I?
Yeah, sure.
So you don't even have to do that. You just ask him, straight up. It's like, where do you think we should go from here? I want your thoughts. It's like one of those things where, like, literally, you had an employee jump over the counter and beat the shit out of a customer.
I
It's one of those things where it's like, what are we going to do about this?
or just you preface it and you just like take the deep sigh. So if you were me,
I like that one too. Yeah. So I want you to walk a little bit in my shoes today. I'm gonna do some role reversal.
right? All right.
All right. I'm Pat.
Broncos, yeah.
I will.
I'm Jeffrey.
Hitting the button.